So if your mood is down and you're feeling a little depressed, did you have breakfast? Have you had enough protein today? And what about those omega-3 fatty acids? If you aren't getting enough of those into your system, that could be contributing to your low mood. So today, we're going to talk about how food impacts your mood, especially when you are over the age of 65. It is my joy to help people over the age of 65 live their best life, even if they're dealing with a chronic illness or disability. On this channel, I share helpful tips and resources for seniors and their families. Depression is one of the most common mental health challenges that our aging population faces. In fact, statistics show us that over 2 million older adults just in the United States alone suffer from depression each year. Depression can also look different in our elderly. It may not look like the typical picture that you have in your mind of someone who is depressed. Some of the signs of depression in the elderly include loss of appetite and changes in sleep patterns. That could look like sleeping too much or being unable to sleep at night and tossing and turning. You may notice that the older person has changes in their ability to concentrate. They may be forgetting things more than usual, or they just don't have the energy to do the things that they used to enjoy. So it's important to note that these things are not just normal parts of growing old. These can actually be warning signs of depression. Now, there are several factors that can put an older adult at risk for developing depression. These include having a history of depression, experiencing a major life change such as the death of a loved one, physical illness or disability, lack of social support, and yes, poor nutrition. Did you know that there is a connection between the foods that we eat and our moods? This is called nutritional psychiatry, or the study of how our diet affects our brain function and our mental well-being. We now have so many studies that are showing us that the foods we eat have a direct impact on how we feel. Now, even though we cannot use food as medicine, because remember, food is not a replacement for medication, there are certain nutrients that have been shown to be effective in improving our mood. The first nutrient that I want to mention is protein. Protein is made up of amino acids, which are building blocks that are essential to the production of neurotransmitters. Neurotransmitters are substances in the brain that carry messages between nerve cells. And some examples of neurotransmitters include dopamine, serotonin, and norepinephrine. Research has shown that eating a meal that is high in protein can improve your mood. In one study, for example, researchers found that people who ate a high-protein breakfast reported improved mood scores and increased feelings of fullness later in the day compared to those who ate a lower-protein breakfast. According to research, we need about 73 grams of protein per day. But this can vary depending upon your needs. For example, if you are an older adult and you are losing muscle mass, you will need more protein. So make sure you talk to your healthcare provider about your individual needs. Here are some ways that you can increase your protein intake. 1. You can add a scoop of yogurt to your cereal. 2. Hard-boiled eggs are great for a quick snack. 3. You can sprinkle nuts or seeds onto your salad. Or 4. You can enjoy a small handful of nuts as a snack. Next, let's talk about complex carbohydrates. When we consume simple carbohydrates like white bread and pastries, our body quickly digests them and converts them into sugar. This causes our blood sugar levels to spike, which leads to inflammation and oxidative stress. Oxidative stress happens when there is an imbalance between the production of free radicals and the ability of the body to protect itself against them. Our body uses antioxidants to fight free radicals, which are unstable molecules that can damage cells. So when we have too many free radicals floating around and our body does unhaving us to neutralize them, that is when we have oxidative stress. Over time, this can lead to inflammation and increase the risk of chronic diseases such as Alzheimer's disease, heart disease, diabetes, and cancer. But consuming complex carbohydrates like whole grains, fruits, and vegetables can help reduce inflammation and oxidative stress. Researchers believe that this is due to the fiber and nutrient content of these foods. So when you eat these types of carbohydrates, they digest more slowly, which helps to maintain stable blood sugar levels. So here are 5 ways that you can increase your intake of complex carbohydrates. Number 1. Start your day with oatmeal instead of sugary cereals. Number 2. Choose brown rice over white rice. Number 3. Snack on a piece of fruit like an apple or a banana. Number 4. Eat vegetables with every meal. And number 5. Drink 100% fruit or vegetable juices. Alright, now let's talk about fats. There are both good and bad fats. Unsaturated fats, which are found in avocados, olive oil, fish, and nuts, have been associated with a reduced risk of depression. Saturated and trans fats, which are found in butter, red meat, processed meats, fried foods, and baked goods, have been associated with an increased risk of depression. So unsaturated fats, which are the good fats, help reduce inflammation in the body. Chronic inflammation has been linked to depression. So by consuming good fats, we can help reduce this inflammation and promote overall brain health. So here are 5 ways that you can increase your intake of good fats. Number 1. Use olive oil when you cook or when you make salad dressings. Number 2. Snack on a handful of nuts or seeds. Number 3. Add avocado to your salads or your sandwiches. 4. Choose fatty fish like salmon twice a week. And number 5. Consume omega-3 fatty acids. If you have difficulty eating fish, omega-3 South are important because they are a type of polyunsaturated fat that has been linked to improved mood and reduced risk of depression. Studies suggest that omega-3 South can help regulate neurotransmitters in the brain, to improve blood flow to the brain and reduce inflammation. So all of these things contribute to better brain function and overall mental well-being. You can get omega-3 South through fatty fish, or you can take a supplement. The National Institute of Health recommends that adults consume at least 500 milligrams of omega-3 South per day. If you are going to take an omega-3 supplement, DHA is the preferred form, because it has been shown to be more effective in improving mood and reducing symptoms of depression. Next, let's talk about vitamins. There are certain vitamins that are essential to maintaining good brain health and a positive mood. Vitamin D, for example, has been linked to improved mood and reduced risk of depression. Studies suggest that vitamin D regulates the production of serotonin. So by increasing your vitamin D levels, you can help improve your mood. You can get vitamin D through sunlight, but you need to be careful because too much sun exposure can be dangerous. Or you can take a supplement. If you are going to take a supplement, the Institute of Medicine recommends that adults over the age of 70 take 600 IUs of vitamin D per day. Alright, next, let's talk about B vitamins. B vitamins are a group of 8 water-soluble vitamins that are essential for brain health. Research has shown that low levels of vitamin B6, B9, and B12 are associated with depression. Some studies suggest that B vitamins help regulate neurotransmitters and reduce inflammation in the brain. Food sources of B vitamins include meat, poultry, fish, beans, nuts, and green leafy vegetables. Fortified foods, such as cereals and nutritional yeast, are also good sources. And finally, there are B vitamin supplements available as well. Finally, let's talk about the Mediterranean diet. Now, this isn't one specific food, but it is an eating pattern that has been associated with improved mood and reduced risk of depression. The Mediterranean diet consists of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, legumes, fish, and nuts. It is typically high in monounsaturated fats, which are the good fats, and low in saturated and trans fats, which are the bad fats. Researchers believe that the beneficial effects of the Mediterranean diet on mood are due to its anti-inflammatory properties and the promotion of healthy gut bacteria. One study found that adults who consumed a Mediterranean diet had a lower risk of developing depression over a 4-year period. So those are 7 foods that can help improve your mood and reduce your risk of depression. Remember that while food is not a replacement for medication, making changes to your diet may be a helpful addition to your treatment plan. I also want to encourage you to consider if maybe it is your medications that are causing your low mood. There is a link below in the description box to a video that talks about how specific medications can affect your mood. So go ahead and check that out after this one. Thank you so much for watching. And remember, you can do this. You got this.